This week, San Diego became the first city in the state to offer an emergency intake site to temporarily house migrant children seeking asylum here in the U.S. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. The San Diego Convention Center, which will house up to 1,400 teenagers at a time, is also the first location specifically for girls. I met Mayor Todd Gloria for an exclusive interview at the Convention Center on Saturday, just hours before the first arrivals, to go in depth on where it all starts for these girls. He explained why he believes the decision is the right thing to do. And this is literally registration, where they go into the system.
Right, so come in through these big double doors. We'll have some buses. Children will be, brought in here, again, screened, intaked.
Buses with teenage girls between 13 and 17 years old coming from overcrowded border facilities in Arizona and Texas, meant to hold 250 people, now bursting with an estimated 4,000.
Get them showered, get them fed, get them in a bed. They're going to be exhausted. Right?
But before a shower, dinner, and bed, the girls will be COVID tested and given medical attention. The average stay in this facility is expected to be about a month.
Intake here.
As we sit down, Gloria points out these are not just children, but children who have endured traumatic circumstances on their journey to our southern border, most of them from Central America.
You can imagine what has occurred to them. And so what we have to have is not just healthcare, a nurse or a clinic, but really trauma-informed specialists who can help them with whatever they're dealing with, if it's mental or physical violence, sexual violence. We're concerned that all of that will be present here, and we want to have professionals that can meet every one of those needs of these children.
This is a multi-level undertaking which includes Border Patrol, federal security, Health and Human Services, FEMA, the state, county public health, UCSD Health, Rady Children's, SBCS, and other nonprofits, as well as the city.
We should provide them in this setting where they can have showers, hot meals, healthcare, education, religious services, legal services, all of that being provided under this roof.
Paid for by the federal government. AP reports the estimated cost to be over $23,000 per month per child. Gloria staggered the arrivals for the best chance of everything running smoothly.
I'm a perfectionist, Kimberly. I want this to run well, and I want us to be really an example of what a community can do that when they come together to take care for vulnerable children who don't have their parents.
He's keenly aware of the criticism from those saying San Diego's homeless were moved out of the convention center the day before he announced the migrant girls would be coming in.
Departure of homeless individuals from this center has nothing to do with the unaccompanied minors who are coming here. We have planned for that for months now.
He says the plans included placing the remaining homeless individuals into shelters until we can create the housing and services to solve the issue long term. And he's looking at money from the government's rescue plan and the state to help that happen. But right now, he says the problem is made worse by the pandemic.
I hear San Diegans' frustration. I'm frustrated. I'm not happy with the status quo. We're working to change it. One of the best ways we can change the status quo on homelessness is to defeat COVID-19.
Doing so, he says, will get our energy and money back onto other issues and allow us to get our shelters back up to capacity. All important issues, all issues he believes we can solve if we come together.
I'll be back here over and over again to make sure that we hold our federal partners accountable. I'm not looking for any chain link fences. There's no tinfoil blankets. This is to be a home for our children for the next foreseeable weeks and months.
The contract with the federal government to house the migrant girls runs through mid-July. Conventions are scheduled here in August, and the mayor stresses we need them to happen to get more San Diegans back to work and revive our economy. If COVID continues to stall conventions, Gloria left open the possibility the space could stay a migrant shelter a little longer.
We will do something here that makes San Diegans proud of what we can do, knowing that at their core, we are decent, honorable people who want to do right by children. This is what this effort, this initiative is intended to do.
There are currently more than 17,600 unaccompanied migrant children in the care of the U.S. government.
And many Republicans have been very vocal about opposing the convention center's use as a shelter for migrant children. Conservative radio host Carl DeMille told ABC 10 News San Diegans shouldn't be asked to shoulder the burden of what he calls a failed Biden border policy.
Joe Biden bears the responsibility and should be held accountable for any injuries or deaths that are occurring in this very dangerous and toxic industry of human smuggling. That's what this is. What Todd Gloria also has done is been a slap in the face to taxpayers and citizens here in San Diego. Todd Gloria chose to kick homeless out of the convention center in order to make room for illegal migrants.
DeMaio says he doesn't believe the city had previous plans to end the homeless shelter at the convention center, as the mayor has stated. Now, we have put the whole interview with DeMaio on 10news.com. You're going to find it on the homepage with Kimberly's story.